And we're live.
Greetings all.
What's going on, Disney nerds? Don't adjust your clocks. It is not Tuesday. We are doing our Snack Madness voting.
So I was confused for a second, Morgan. Yeah. I was absolutely confused because I'm like, is it Tuesday? What's going on? Wait, it's Thursday, right? Tomorrow's Friday. That's the biggest question.
Tomorrow is calendar.
Tomorrow is Friday. I was. Let me recheck it. Yep, we got Flo on the calendar today. It is indeed Thursday. It's a droid day on Thursdays. So
gotcha.
Nice.
I've been a little busy. I have not checked the Disney calendar that I've been posting on social, so that will get done once we're done recording, and that'll get posted on social.
Ready for some snacks, guys. We're getting down to the finals.
Yeah, we're getting down to the finals. Ed is with us. Ashley's with us. Did you make anything? Or we're going to make out of this?
Yeah, I was just saying, today I made a homemade mozzarella from scratch, and I made pizza crust from scratch, and I made the pizza with the homemade mozzarella, and that took up every inch of my counter space, unfortunately. So
sure it would.
At the end of that, I didn't have room for Gaston's Tavern cinnamon rolls, so
your kitchen is only so big.
There's always tomorrow.
Morgan has her popcorn, although making the homemade mozzarella, that's pretty impressive right there.
Yeah, my popcorn does not compete with Ashley's dinner.
Well, check out my Insta stories. I did a play-by-play of the whole thing, so you can see
have
how
to look at that.
Squeeze mozzarella through a cheese sack.
Yeah, are you gonna make some ricotta with the whey that you got off of that? Is that
hey, that's a good idea. I still have it. So,
that's the foundation for ricotta.
Above my skill level, but can give it a try.
It's just what is it? A repeat. That's what ricotta. That's I don't know.
We're making some part
repeat cheese. You make cheese twice. But yeah, everybody gets hungry. Ross, what's up, man?
Hey, Jody. Hey, Ross. Hey, TD. If you guys can go ahead and share, I am sharing to our groups.
This is all about the bracket. I can't believe we only have 4 matches to talk about, which means we have the Elite 8 coming in and the Final 4 going out. Oh,
it's happened fast.
Amazing.
It's really quick.
It did happen quick. And you know what? That's because we did it every weekend. I think the first time we did this, it lasted like 2 months almost because we kind of missed something.
Brandy, a beignet in France. Can't beat that.
Yeah, eating a beignet in France back in the bakery. That's wonderful.
Yeah, beignet. Is that Northern Open is messing people up there, guys?
Same thing. I knew exactly what he was talking about. Exactly.
Well, like I said, I am sharing to some groups.
Yeah.
You guys can share as well. We've only got the
interesting things lining up potentially. We talked about some of them Tuesday night there, Morgan, but it's but we did not reveal our votes on Tuesday night. That we're saving for tonight.
And I think we even talked about that pretty much the Elite 8 is Magic Kingdom for the most part.
All but one item is Magic Kingdom, and we didn't realize that till we went through them. So you can get everything on this list in the Magic Kingdom. 7 of the 8.
Didn't realize that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's both like surprising to me and also shocking because I feel like Magic Kingdom has the iconic snacks, but I feel like I never really think of Magic Kingdom as like, oh, that's my favorite snack place. Because I just think the other ones have more exotic kind of fun snacks. But I think in this showdown, everybody went for what they always go for. Like that was kind of how people voted. And these are the typical things that people get, whether or not you like to try something new. Who knows? But you're voting for the stuff that you always get.
Yeah, they kind of went after the iconic. So.
Yep.
All right. So
it's in our subconscious, I think.
Sure.
You just go and get these things because it's in mine.
And a lot of times it's the family's choice, and that's where the go-tos come from because we know everybody in the family is going to dig it, and that's a lot of these safe snacks, but they're great too, though. So you can't deny that.
That's exactly right.
Safe snacks.
All right. So, all right, guys. So I say I have shared. Let's get into
nostalgia. Brandon's right. It's all about nostalgia, especially when they're holding a popcorn bucket right there like Morgan does, but it's not yellow enough.
Wait.
It'll work.
Let me just what's wrong with my popcorn bucket?
It doesn't look as yellow enough as Magic Kingdom, but it's good. It's perfect.
I have to admit, my popcorn is not as good. And I'm washing
it. And a mug.
I got the refillable mug. I am Disney souvenir.
You are there. I love it.
Smacked out.
If there was a snack spirit jersey, I'd be wearing that too.
There might be soon. You never know. Somebody's going, aha.
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a snack spirit jersey.
We had we had all the snack pillows. That wasn't that long ago. We had all the Dole Whips and the pretzels and the
Yeah.
The
I remember
shark.
at one point my friend bought like a Dole Whip baseball hat that was really like just had a
I
little
have that. I have it. Yep.
It's super cute.
They had the turkey leg everywhere too. Shirts,
Yeah.
hats,
Yes.
things like that. So they did go through the snacks. You're right.
They've probably been
Even-
printing the spirit jerseys all along because they need all that stock because they're just going to sell out like instantly. They've been printing them for a year and a half, and then they're just going to be like, everybody can have.
And then they also did do you remember I'm sure they still do it, but the snack air fresheners for your car.
Oh yes, I've never bought one of those, but yes,
Because I don't know if I want my car to smell like a turkey leg. As much as I like the smell.
I
And
like to smell like
No, I
a
don't
Dole
want
Whip, but I just get hungry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to choose the right smell on that one.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So
Okay,
All right.
guys, I'm hungry.
Oh.
Let's get going.
Ah,
all right.
all right. I'll take the first one if that's all right.
Go ahead.
The first one, the number one seeded, one of the number one seeds that's left, popcorn, which Morgan is enjoying right now, versus the citrus swirl. That's the orange/vanilla ice cream and the orange soda. Both of these at the Magic Kingdom, although popcorn is all over Walt Disney World. The citrus swirl is, they're both iconic. I think it's so hard to pick at this point, but one of these two gets to the final four and the other one gets to go home. I think like last time, should we start with what you guys voted for online? Is that the right way
let's
to
see what
start?
the online vote was.
Let's do that. And the online vote was pretty close.
Wow.
That's really close.
3% popcorn. So the online poll goes to popcorn. Not too bad. And I guess I'll give mine next. Is that the way to do it?
Sure.
Yeah, you can give yours next.
And this is going to be surprising to everybody, I think. I think so, because I am all about good popcorn. But
But
I'm loving the citrus swirl too. And the ice cream. and I can't get that citrus swirl just anywhere. So I'm going citrus swirl, which leaves us at one vote each, one for popcorn, one for citrus swirl. Should I start at the top there with Morgan? Is that the way to do it?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
do that. And since Jimmy and Lisa are not here, we do have their votes. I have
Yes,
Jimmy's,
I have Lisa.
Ed has Lisa's, so we'll give, I could be really bad and change some of Jimmy's, but I won't be that mean.
No, we won't. We
So
won't.
Jimmy picked popcorn.
Jimmy went popcorn. Okay.
And this was honestly really hard because because I'm eating popcorn and realizing it's not as good as the Magic Kingdom popcorn, I'm going popcorn.
Popcorn
Okay.
for Morgan. That's 3 votes to 1. Ashley, you're next on the totem pole there, so to speak, on the
Yes, I'm going to say popcorn on this one. I especially love the value of it. If you get a refillable bucket, I love that it's super economical. And like you said, it's a family favorite. If you get a bucket of popcorn, the kids are going to just go crazy on it, and then you can refill it again. So it's a win for me.
Good. I went with popcorn also, kind of the same exact reasons Ashley just mentioned there. It's the old reliable. Definitely, it's always good. And Lisa went with the citrus swirl. She's digging that.
So we have a 5-2 vote for popcorn. Now I will say there's a big part of me that was looking forward to citrus swirl versus Dole Whip in the final because they're on opposite ends of the bracket.
Yeah.
And in fact,
I was kind of looking for that too.
it could have been interesting, but based on our Tuesday night conversations, and Brandon, you were there talking about this, I would love next time I'm at Magic Kingdom to get the pineapple Dole Whip and get the orange swirl from the Orange Bird, by the way. Shout out to the Orange Bird, and put those two together. I want pineapple and orange in the same thing, and I'm going to try that because you can do that right there in Adventureland.
Yeah.
I think the thing you need to decide is what tastes better with the rum. That's the decision.
Yeah, this is a good one.
That sounds like a Jimmy level decision there.
It is. It is.
Now
All right.
I do want to. So I have my boyfriend voting. So I have a question for you guys. So my boyfriend has not been since he was a kid. So of course I'm explaining the snacks, and every round he's been like, "Why are people picking popcorn?" So,
Yeah.
have you guys ever had to explain to somebody that doesn't go as much as we do the importance of popcorn at the Disney parks?
Nah, you just equate it to movies. It's the same thinking.
Right. You
It
got to
is.
have it every time you have a movie. It's like a Pavlovian response. You just walk in and you're like, my mouth is salivating for some reason.
You walk in and the cart hits you, especially if you go to the left. If you're going in left underneath the gate, it just hits you. The smell hits you. You see the buckets, and boom, you're either filling a bucket up or buying a new one. One of the two things is going to happen.
And
it's kind of what I said. I was like, it's still popcorn, but there is something different about Disney popcorn than even movie theater popcorn, or of course the kind you get at home.
And when you come down to it too, whenever you talk about the Magic Kingdom, you always talk about the show, Disneyland and the Magic Kingdom, where you walk in and you see the presentation, you walk around the corner, then you see the castle, and they always consider it the show itself. It's the entertainment. You need the popcorn for that.
That's right.
Now, before we move on, Ricardo does have a question on where you get the Citrus Swirl. So, Citrus Swirl, when you go into Adventureland, there's the Sunshine Tree Terrace, and you could literally walk right by it. So it's across from the Robinson Treehouse. So just kind of look for that Sunshine Tree Terrace sign.
The Little Orange Bird. That's what the Little Orange Bird was known for, where the Citrus Swirl all started. And I have a little nostalgia for the Little Orange Bird, who shows up on all of the flower and garden merchandise along with Figment. So that's all good.
And I want to give a little shout out to the bravery of using orange soda versus orange juice. That makes it. That's the total difference. You can get orange juice anywhere in Florida.
Yeah.
But this combination is perfect.
If you think about the history of Orangebird, though, I'm surprised that they don't do orange juice, because he was a character designed for, Florida Orange Groves, which were sponsor of Disney World at a point.
Of Adventureland, right?
Yeah. So
and it's kind of interesting, because the same way that in California it was the Dole Company and the Dole Whips at their Adventureland, in Florida it was the Orange Growers. So that is an interesting point there. So. All right, the number one seed moves on to the Final Four. That's why it was a number one seed. So not as surprising at all. Yeah. Morgan, I'll let you take this next round here.
All right. Finish my popcorn. Okay. Popcorn's put away. All right. So we have the number 3 Nutella fruit waffle and the number 5 soft pretzel in Germany. And as I always say, uns Bier or not uns Bier.
That's right.
All right. So for Jimmy.
Well, let's go. Let me go online first.
Oh yeah.
Do that. And I think, if I remember right, yes. I don't think
this was really close.
Wow.
Look at that.
Really?
50.68% Nutella fruit waffle, 49.3% soft pretzel. I'll need to look at the numbers to see. We were getting votes in the 250 to 300 range in each of these. So that's pretty split down the middle right there.
Yeah. Wild.
Nice.
That's really
But it's a waffle for the audience.
By a hair.
By a hair, yeah.
All right. So Jimmy, no surprise, which honestly, I wonder how much he struggled with this one, because we know that he loves both the pretzel and the waffle. But he did go waffle. I also went waffle because, like I said last week, this is when I talk about at home. I explain to people at home and how good it is. So, I went waffle too.
Yeah. You can add me to that waffle.
Then that's the 4 votes needed. Ed, I'll let you.
I think we're going to sweep this one up. I take the waffle also. Lisa takes the waffle also.
And I'll make it a sweep, although I could go either way with this one. We'll definitely go with
I think it was overpowering for this matchup, just a little too much. It's the pretzel. It's a great snack. However, it was just overpowering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And since we are talking about the waffle, our friend of the podcast, Maria, did talk about last week she was going to make the fruit Nutella waffle from Ashley's cookbook. She did make it. She sent us the pic and we posted it.
Oh, cool. Nice.
I want to say Tuesday or Wednesday. So head up to the social on our Instagram and our Facebook and check out Maria's pic. we also did include the link to Ashley's book, so you guys can order it and make it at home.
Awesome.
That's pretty cool.
To comment on Ricardo's comment there, he said he ordered the Flavacol from Amazon to make the popcorn taste like Disney's. That is what I do in the cookbook. I don't know if he saw that from the cookbook or got that idea from someone else, but that is what I do to make the popcorn perfect every time, and it does give it that yellow, powdery. See, I think what we were saying about like movie popcorn. Sorry, we're back to popcorn, but movie popcorn is really, it's really liquidy and like greasy. Like they use liquid butter, but the Disney one I feel like is a lot more powdery, like the Flavacol. Like it's got a drier texture to it, so it's very unlike movie popcorn, but distinct and super good. So
I need to get some of that.
And hi, Ashley from Chaos KC.
So if you're gonna get the Flavacol, you're saying make sure you get the powdered one.
Yeah, Flavacol is a powder. It's a carton that you get from Amazon, and I don't remember what it costs, but you use like a quarter or a half teaspoon per batch of popcorn, so it'll last you forever. Like I bought it, I don't know, 2 years ago or something, and it's barely been used down. And I make popcorn all the time, so you just put a little bit of that in and sprinkle it on, and it makes it perfect.
Nice.
I am going to try that. I attempted that, Ashley, with a shortcut, which was a packet that already had some in it, and it just didn't work out right. So I'll get the card.
I mean, probably that's how Disney makes it, is with a pre-packaged packet. But I just find it's really easy and economical for me to just use the powder on top of
absolutely
popcorn that I've made in my machine.
Absolutely.
And
all right,
I went ahead and posted Ashley's link since we were talking her cookbook. So I posted the link.
Sure.
Oh,
so
nice.
just go ahead and grab it.
I'm going to move us ahead, and I'll let Ashley take the next one, if that's cool.
Awesome. Okay. Woohoo! We had number 1, Dole Whip, versus number 6, funnel cake with ice cream. You know what I'm going to pick. It's got to be Dole Whip. Love it. So delicious. I'm a huge pineapple fan. It's not only delicious, but it's very iconic. I'm originally a Disneyland girl, so that's my heart. So, and I've been to Hawaii several times to go to the Dole Plantation. It's the whole package, everything wonderful for me.
Right.
Dole Whip.
Now, do they have a Dole Whip at the Dole Plantation in Hawaii?
Absolutely, yes.
And does it taste the same?
Yep, it's the same.
Very cool.
Nice. I will be going with the Dole Whip also. I don't think that's going to be a big surprise at all. And Lisa will be going with the Dole Whip in addition to that. So we got 3.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, and hold on. Yeah,
we missed the online.
I didn't do the online. Let's do the online. Well, there we go.
Oh, huge. Yeah.
Huge. 72%. So that gives us 4 votes there, but we'll finish out the others. Morgan, if you want to go with yours.
All right. So Jimmy also went Dole Whip. I'm also going Dole Whip. So Sam, are we sweeping this one?
We're sweeping again. I mentioned this last week. The Dole Whip has never not had the vote. The Dole Whip swept the Zebra Domes. The Dole Whip then swept the peanut butter and jelly milkshake. It then swept the churro ice cream sandwich. And now it's going to be set to go up against whoever comes out of our next round.
Right. Before we move on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Before we move on, guys, between ourselves, what do you prefer, the float or just the Dole Whip?
That's a good question. That's a really good question.
I'll start out. I prefer the Dole Whip. However, I like pineapple juice a lot, but I prefer just the Dole Whip by itself. I think it's a lot purer that way. I could always just drink some pineapple juice down the road.
Sam?
I'm good with just the float. Right, looking at, or not the float, just the ice cream on the left-hand side. That bowl of ice cream. Now, what I would like to do is get that bowl of ice cream in the cup on the right-hand side with no juice. So like the large Dole Whip, but yeah, we can't get that. That's what I would like.
Yeah.
Audie, if you're out there, you're with me, man.
Yep. Ashley, do you have one?
I think it really depends on the day, honestly. Like I do love pineapple juice, and it's so refreshing. I do think it's harder to eat the float with my kids because usually we're sharing a couple of these around family. So the float just gets they will be punching it, and juice is flying out everywhere. So if we're sharing one, I'd probably go with the cup. But if I get my own, then I'm gonna go with the float.
Yeah. I'm the same. It depends on the day. It depends on my mood. And just like I mentioned, I think it was on the live show. Sometimes they have a different flavor, so you can do a Dole Whip, swirl it with, like, I think I swirled it with raspberry in November when I was there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So it depends on my mood, and it depends on if there's like some limited flavor option. So, but if I
Brandon is suggesting the spiked rum version at Trader Sam's, which is an option, but now, before we say goodbye, that funnel cake with ice cream isn't all that bad. I guess the question would be, do you prefer the strawberries? Do you prefer the Oreo? Or is there a holiday one that you prefer? Anyone had those? I like them. I like them all.
Yeah, that's easy. They're
All of them?
Plain and dry is my favorite.
That too. You can do that. That was on the other bracket. Didn't make it.
Well, that is the thing with the ice cream funnel cake. You're right. The middle is pretty much gone. It's a spoonful, like right through to the plate.
Yeah.
It's only the edges you really kind of dip in the ice cream to stay crunchy.
This is true.
It's
That's
a
just
consistency thing. Yep.
The Oreo says Casey Chaos. I'm with you there. I like them both. So. All right, Ed, I'll go ahead and flip us to the next one if you're ready.
Here we go with the last matchup for this evening. We have the number 3 cinnamon roll, and we're using any of them in the parks, but I think we're kind of at Gaston's being the best. I don't think we've really gotten away from that. And the cheeseburger spring rolls over in Adventureland. So it's actually a Fantasyland versus Adventureland type of contest here.
Yeah. A roll versus a roll, just two different kinds of rolls.
That is true. I didn't even think of that. You're right.
I'll bring the audience up.
Okay.
Now,
can we use them as the tiebreaker though?
That's fine with me. I will keep it hidden just in case we're close. Okay. Not a problem. Your call.
Because Lisa's going with the cinnamon roll on this one, and I'm going with the spring rolls on this one.
Ooh, you and Lisa are split here.
All right, Sam.
I lost my place here. I am going cinnamon roll just because I like cinnamon rolls. So Lisa and I are cinnamon roll, right?
Yep.
And Ed is cheeseburger. All right.
You know what Morgan's gonna pick.
Yeah, I would say we're pretty vocal. I've been vocal. We know what I'm gonna pick.
Right, I forgot.
So I of course picked cheeseburger spring roll. Jimmy picked cinnamon roll.
Ooh, all right. So we're
Ashley?
3-2. Ashley's up.
It's gonna be cinnamon roll for me.
Cinnamon roll.
Yep.
Cinnamon roll. All right. Let's see what everyone else had to say there. They also said cinnamon roll.
So
there you go. The cinnamon roll will go up against the Dole Whip. And you know what? The way that the cinnamon roll is going.
That's a good one.
So interesting here. In both cases, we have a number 1 seed versus number 3 seed.
So Sam, what is our final 4?
Our final 4 is the Dole Whip versus the cinnamon roll, and the popcorn versus the fruit Nutella waffle. Which, by the way, we started this by saying you could not get all of these snacks in Magic Kingdom. The only one that you couldn't was the pretzel in Germany, but you could get a Mickey pretzel and substitute it and get all 8 of those at Magic Kingdom.
Sure.
Right.
So now we are a Magic Kingdom Final 4.
We are a Magic Kingdom Final 4. Absolutely are. Fruit Nutella waffle versus the popcorn, and the Dole Whip versus the cinnamon roll. That's nice. Those are iconic.
They can go either way.
You know what? I see a T-shirt with those 4 on it. I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Very cool.
The cheeseburger spring roll made it a lot further than I thought it would, and in fact, it being a number 1 seed was a little surprising to me. But that's how it came out of our vote.
Yeah,
it's all right.
Yeah,
I think it was
popular,
the it was the hunting of that thing, because it was talked about and then it was missing and it was moving around because the cart was over by Jungle Cruise. Now it's at like the entrance of Adventureland.
Yep.
So I think that kind of put a little extra spin on it.
Yeah, add some intrigue to it. Yeah, I agree.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Glenn says just give Dole Whip the trophy right now.
You know what?
I don't know.
I don't know, but it's kind of funny to see that. It's funny as you go through these rounds and you see something like that develop, because if you guys remember, we did a character madness a while back. And it was pretty obvious early on that Mickey Mouse was just going to run away with the whole thing.
Yeah.
It just would have happened. But, when we're putting it together, we weren't thinking along those lines. Just like putting this together, we weren't thinking that something was going to get all those votes. Sure. It also comes down to where it lands in the matchup.
Right. And look at our final four, though, because that's as important. We're going to have a winner out of this, but we got some great snacks. And to be honest with you, all 64 of these snacks, I really can't say no to like any of them, really. So
Incredible snacks.
we're just talking at the top of the heap, but they're all great.
Well,
They're
I can say no to one.
We can say no
Anything with
to
cinnamon.
cinnamon. Sure. There's like 6 in there.
Yeah, you have a lot that you can say no to.
Yeah, there are quite a few. I think, yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
I'll
there's good stuff.
pass my
I'll
cinnamon.
eat all. So I'll take them all. That's my
So, guys, those brackets, there's only 2 brackets that I have to come up with. So I should have those turned around sometime tonight because there's only 2 we'll be voting against. And then next week, we'll get this down to the final round. That's pretty cool.
Excellent. Very good. We've accomplished this. This is awesome. And
It
now
is
to test them all out. I have my list, the ones I have to hit.
Me too. And there's some things, we'll talk about it once we get to the final, but there's still some things I'm looking at on that list going, I never had that. I'm getting that.
Yeah.
Very much.
Those French fries over in Animal Kingdom, Ed, that you had, and that strawberry shortcake sandwich over in Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
It's blowing my mind.
I think we decided at the beginning of this that me and Sam just need to snack in Animal Kingdom more.
Yes. Apparently we don't.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
not enough snacking done in Animal Kingdom.
Got to let us know, Brandon.
Yeah.
Brandon, 11 days, man. That's, you could, yeah, that's going to be fun. Good for you. Let us
Yeah,
know
make-
how it goes.
Big
Yeah,
picture.
make sure you have the send pictures.
Yeah.
And make sure you have the bracket so you can just kind of check them all
Check
off.
it off. Yeah. Just do a bucket list, like a
Yeah.
snack it list.
Oh, I like that.
Snack
Snack
it.
it. I like that.
Snack it.
Yeah.
I got to write that one down. Let's get to move on.
And
That's
actually,
good.
you can
We'll
make
come
sure-
out with a list.
so we're all set.
Can you make snacks part of the scavenger hunt, Ed? Well, never mind. We'll,
Like
We'll
they
have
have
to talk
to
about that.
I love it.
not like we participate. We can go snack while everybody else is doing a scavenger hunt because we
Well,
put
and that's the other way you do it, right? Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So that's it. Definitely check out the website, DisneyMadness.com, and vote for the next round. We've got our final 4. Help us decide who is going to move on to the final game, final matchup.
we will post it
Sure,
on
yeah.
social when the voting's up and ready to go. But if you're listening to the audio podcast, it's already up.
It's there. It's there. If you're listening to audio, go vote right now. Yeah, before it closes, polls will close up on Tuesday, March the 30th, 2021. Vote before then.
Okay. Very good. Good night, everybody. See you next week.
Bye.
All right, guys, have a
Bye-bye.
magical night. Akuna Matata.
Congaloosh.
Bye-bye.